Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the Mythic Legions Valiant Knight. Now, let me tell you something. I'm overly excited for this figure. Like, I don't think you understand how cool this is. As the Valiant Knight was a surprise at Legions Con. He popped up, we all thought it was nothing. We got the figure, it was definitely something. If you could see my face right now, you would understand just how happy I am for this. I don't think you get it. I don't think that you get it. Now, when we talk about the Valiant Knight, we're going to compare it to a regular knight so I can show you the mobility and range of movement and how it vastly improves and gets me, man, it gets me too excited. Now, with that being said, I forgot to go grab knights, but I am going to still go over stuff. I'm going to take a pause and we're going to get back to that. But let's get a quick look at our Valiant Knight as I have him here in a walking pose, right? One of the things you'll notice right away is that the head looks a little short. You want to know why? He has a neck peg now. Look at that. Look at that. Your man has a neck peg now. That means we can evoke emotion by looking up and looking down now. I done popped it off, being too excited. Look at that. Rotated. Looked right at you. Looked right at you in the camera. Look at that. You want to know why? He could tilt his head. Now he's looking awkwardly at you. You know what? I like how you feel, girl. I like how you see me. I like how you see me for me. Look at that. Look at that. Now, again, this is one of those things where it looks like nothing, but it is definitely something. Now, again, look at this, that forward ab crunch. We have our inverted ball joint. Now, one thing I will say, it does pop off very easily, but I'd much rather that over breakage any and every day. Let's get him to stand straight up. And as you can see here, the arms will sit flush. That is a beautiful thing. Arms sitting flush, looking really natural. We have our breaks and openings here. Now, hitting that T-pose, one of my favorite things to do, baby. We have our T-pose. We have our swiveling left and right. Right? Now, I'm going to show you something crazy. Watch this. Knee joint still hits the 90 degrees, but it hits a little closer and sits a little bit more flush. That means when I do stuff like this, right? We couldn't do this before with our legions, right? We couldn't do stuff like this before. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I don't even care that I did that, because you have to understand this is really exciting. Now, when we talk about doing any sort of other poses, it's crazy because just a slight change in just the range of motion, that means you're able to keep the way the armor was and still have a bunch of room for posing. Right? Look at this, look at this, look at this. Right? It just looks fantastic with that extra neck joint and the arms being able to just sit up. Right? Arms can sit in, look a little more flush. That means, look at this. Now, two-handed sword poses. I didn't even get to the sword part yet. Two-handed sword poses, no problem. Right? Getting over the head, right? Look at this. Arms are reaching there already before I even do anything. We are here, guys. We are here. We're living in the future. I shouldn't be this excited, but I am, because everyone knows I love sword and sorcery, and Valiant Knight is easily going to replace all of my previous knights. I want more of this, and I want it now, and it's selfish of me to say that, but it's true. I want it. Look at that fencing pose. Let's get in our nice little fencing pose. Right? On gold. Let's put that head down. Look, on guard. So we have a bunch of cool stuff to go over. Now, I'm going to put this guy back because I was over here acting a fool, flipping that guy. But yeah. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about accessories. And I'm going to part swap this guy back here so you can see what it's like when you do it compatibly with other knights. I'm going to go over that. So I'll see you guys in a sec. I left my man in this pose, but we're going to shimmy you off to the side, right? Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yay. Now, watch this, right? We're going to take this guy for no apparent reason. What we're going to do is we're going to pop the head off. And we're going to see what he looks like with a head like this from like a red shield soldier, right? We're going to pop this on. And look at that. It still looks really good. But what's cool is now we have mobility to look down, look up. It's not changed. Like, it just adds to the range of motion. And your knight also looks really cool. A little bit off on the color difference, but look at that. Spectacular, right? When we add a normal knight head or a classic knight head, look at this. right? Look at this, look at this, look at this, y'all. This looks fantastic. You have range, you have mobility, you can turn to the side. Look, I'm gonna show you something. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, as I continue to do that, you'll see like it's really cool to do that. But some people may ask certain questions like, what does it look like with other things on it? As you can see, I just was able to easily take them apart. Let's see what happens when you like change the waist and add a little oomph to it from like a Zalarian soldier, right? We're gonna add the Zalarian soldier waist. We're gonna keep our torso still, right? We're gonna just pop his torso in. Oh yeah, fits very easily, looks very good. Not a crazy change. We're gonna pop that knight head on, that human knight head. Now look, now you have your own kind of knight. I didn't even add shoulder pads or anything yet. Look at that, just adds to the range. The head is a little big, but with some shoulder pads, I guess that could even him out. Look at that. Look at this. Really cool knight, just like that. So you have a bunch of cool options. This is one of those things that I'm truly, truly excited for, and it's utterly ridiculous how cool it is. Now, what's even crazier, right? After doing all of this, what you can do, right? You can even take the neck out still. And I'm gonna skip over just a little bit. But one of the coolest things I want to show you is that you will get an alternative neck peg, which is smaller. That alternative peg will allow you to pop it in. Oh, I gotta do it closer because I didn't heat it up. Now, I'm gonna pop this in the hard way. Dirty jokes, right? As you can see, that neck peg is smaller. I have a female knight right here. Gonna pop her head off. Boom, 2.0 knight head right on there. Look at that. The knight head is small, but sometimes you got a little ass head and you need to protect it. So here you are with a little ass head protecting yourself as a knight. Look at that. Look at that. So if you like a Goomba from the Super Mario movies, boom, you got protection now. Look at that. Safe and sound. So you do have options with the Valiant Knight. That extra neck peg drives me crazy because how cool it is. Ooh, pop and swap options are infinite. Now, due to all my excitement, I'm going to chill the hell out. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to put this guy here and let's talk about our accessories. I'm not even going to like take a pause because I'm excited as hell. Now, you saw a lot of this stuff, but here we are with our alternative head. Right here. I'm going to call this the peacock helmet, right? Like if you got to protect yourself Plague Mask style. Peacock helmet. Then you will get a mace. It is not wired, but it will allow you to protect yourself. Mace style. Mace and Betha, right? You will get shoulder pads. Let's actually pop those on so we can see how cool these are on our Valiant boy. He's a good boy. That's why he's Valiant. I'm going to put these on behind the scenes because reaching over my camera is what's causing my focus problem. Constantly reaching over as my camera cannot adjust as quickly as I am moving. And I'm a naturally like fast moving person as a New Yorker. So here we are with our knight's armor. I'm going to tell you our nice little shoulder armor there to protect ourselves. Looking really, really solid, right? Next up, we have our sword. It's unsheathable, right? We have a tab here, so if you want to attach it to a belt that you want to add on later. We do have the Valiant Knight's shield. There is a handle for the said shield that matches. And then we have a slew of hands. As you can see here, I have vertically hinged item holding hands on him. Then you will get horizontal holding hands. So these will have a horizontal hinge, whereas the ones that start on him will be vertical. You'll get a set of open hands, open action hands. These are our horizontal ones, right? Gripping, grasping, looking really cool. And then we have another set that look like open action ones, more action oriented. Then, last but not least, you will get closed fist hands. right? And that's all that he comes with, looking utterly fantastic. But again, if you have been collecting knights and Mythic Legions as long as I have, you are going to find yourself with a lot of options. Now, again, I think the only thing I feel like that's really going to bug people is going to be, that was my wife laughing. I feel like the only thing that's going to bother people is going to be the waist sits a little high. So if you just move this up, it'll cover your gap, right? But it may droop down. But if you just push it up, it will cover your gap and look really, really good. Now, I'm going to find stuff to compare this to before I lose my mind because it's so cool. I will see you guys in a second. Let me calm down, have a glass of water. Let's get down to it. All right, now we're here at the size comparison. Put the two guys side by side. I just want to show off and just really tell you again, look at this guy. Look at him. No issues holding the sword. And that's the major difference. If you couldn't see it before, look at it. Now, if I pose this guy up, right, and I turned him or used the arms, look at that. See how I could just move it naturally? And now with that extra neck peg, right? Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Sweet Jesus, this is going to be so good. Right? So look at that. So I just wanted to show that off to you. Now, I'm going to move this guy off to the side. And now we're going to get into the size comparison where we talk about how he guys stacks up. Right. Visually, it may not look a lot different, but it really does make a difference. Seems like he's slightly taller as well. So he might be a little bit bigger. May not seem like much, but at the shoulders, he's a little bit higher. Right? So we have that. So here he is next to a 1.0 knight. I'm going to call the Valiant knight the 3.0 body. That's what I'm going to call you, 3.0 knight. Now, let's take this guy away. We can compare it to some other stuff. So here we are, right, with a 2.0 knight. As you can see, this uses that 2.0 style body. These are much smaller, and they have a slimmer body. Then we have a dwarf. Trying to show you guys how they size out with each other. Then there are bigger style bodies. Here is our new Cosmic Legion Brute Scale. Right? Then we still have a 1.0 Barbarian style body. As you can see, still a little bit smaller than Barbarians, but it still looks really good. Now when we compare it to other lines, this is where it gets to be a lot of fun. Well, one more Cosmic just to show you. Here we are with our Ogre Scale. Big boy's gonna be big, right? Now, with other lines, this is where it gets fun. So here we are with Awok, Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, Khaldun, right? Then we have a Zesray Studios figure using that bigger body. So if you want to get mythic or have a bunch of like animal men, you have a bunch of options here, right? This is mythic and mythic adjacent, which I love, right? Everyone knows Mezco-wise, you're gonna go with Conan, right? But just in case you have like a Solomon Kane, here's a Solomon Kane body next to it. I chose like spoof him up with some other options, so don't even mind that. That's a diabolic head and just a red cape from a Gomez. I'm just mixing and matching some stuff, right? Then, like I previously reviewed, here is Bighorn from Zesray Studios, showing you the big boys, right? If we talk about other lines, there's domestic-wise, you can do stuff like Valaverse, in case you want to have a knight fight a modern-day dude. There's only but so much bullets can pierce. Here is Star Wars, Pre-Vizsla, being small. Next up, we have, NECA Predator always does well with Mythic Legions. That stuff always looks good. So here's a NECA Predator. Here is SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Kuga to make our appearance. And last but not least, you've seen him in the background. It's my main man, Ichigo. But since he uses a Mezco body, you don't really need to see him. But I'm going to put him in there anyway to be cool. Right? So, again, I know you guys saw me overly excited this video. Again, I've had a spectacular time playing with this guy. It's been more than enough fun. It may not even show in the photos because I'm just tired and it's been a very long couple of weeks. But yes, this guy is really the business. So, if you didn't get your hands on him at LegionCon, I was told he will be available, I believe, in, I'm going to say February 2024. I could be wrong, But if you need more news, please check the Four Horsemen Design Instagram page or check sourcehorseman.com for more updates. So, with all of that being said, I want to say thank you guys for making it through this overly excited video that I was. Thank you for all the new subs. Thank you for all the people that have been watching. Thank you for everybody I saw at LegionsCon and had a spectacular time. And please, as always, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.